All right, let's do another reason why my Harley runs hot video. This is a 2019 Street Glide, and we just got finished installing an aluminum intake manifold with 5.5 injectors because we're putting in a Cyclorama 480 MT cam. All right, and let me show you what we found. So this is the factory intake manifold, plastic one. These are the 4.3 injectors, 4.2 injectors, 4.3 injectors, whatever. We've already changed them out to the 5.5s. And if you'll notice here, this was factory installed. Nobody's ever been in on this bike. This is a factory installed plastic intake manifold. All right. So now that is the front seal compared to the rear seal. So at the factory, this seal was installed wrong. It's been in there for years and years. Well, since 2019. Was that 7 years? So the rear cylinder, or the front cylinder, was never sealed for years and years and years. It's been leaking, running hot. So even from the factory, this shows you, even from the factory, the intake manifold seal can be disfigured or installed wrong. I'm sure it wasn't done on purpose. It's all done pretty much by hand. Some machines help them put this stuff together, but over the hundreds of thousands that are installed, you're going to have some mistakes, but you would never know it. Anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. So if you think yours is running hot, it may be an intake seal right from the factory. All right, I thought I would go over the ThunderMax on this bike. It's been on here for a long time. It's got 547 hours of usage on the ThunderMax. It's been started 2,237 times, and it's hit the rev limiter 346 times. So it's had a hard life. Let's look at the temperature logs. All right, so generally, this is the area right here where these bikes run. So this one's gone above 300 a bunch of times. The hottest it's ever been is 360. That's heavy duty, man. 360, but it's only twice. So the majority of its life, it's been spent pretty high temperatures, 212 times at 288. So it really doesn't show, as bad of a indication as one would expect with a leaking intake manifold, but it should be good to go. So let's see where this one's lived most of its life. So in the RPM range, this one's been run pretty hard. It's somewhere between 2,200 and 3,000 most of its life. So there you have it. We're going to start over today with a brand new map. We're going to clear out the service data log. We're going to start over fresh with that. And we're going to go back in with the map that's proven that's out of my 2019 114. This is a 19 114. So we're going to do that. I'm going to clear the module, and we'll start over with collecting data as far as the service data goes. All right, everything is set to 0, and I'm going to go ahead and load a base map. And let's go File, Open, and I'll go through here and find the map that came out of my bike. 19, Steve's 19, right there. And we'll go ahead and load that map, and then we'll do a run up as soon as the cam has been installed. So be right back. All right, we just started it up. I know there's a reflection in the video. Let me go shut the door. All right, we just fired it up. That's the 480 with 5.5 injectors. Thundermax with a new map. And we ain't got no reflection anymore, so we can see what's going on. So just making a few adjustments. Like I say, all these motors are a little bit different. But it looks like we're in good shape here with our AFRs. This is the first run up, so it's got some time to learn. Let me go in here and set up it's already set for 10% learning, so we'll close that out. And let's go and look at basic settings. Idle's at 848. I'm going to bump that up. 896. Throttle progressivity. I'm going to go back down to 5 on that. 44,750. Everything looks pretty normal. Go ahead and write that stuff in there. And let's sit back and watch what it's doing. Looks like it's pulling everything in closer to the original map. This map here was in my 19-114, so let's see what this one does. About halfway through this particular run up. All the settings are clearing up really nicely. Your closed loop correction, front and rear is seemingly doing okay. It's finding its home. And the AFR front and rear are settling in real nicely. So I don't see any problem right now with the way things are going. It is making some adjustments like they all do. But it sounds really nice. I think it's going to be okay. We're going to do a couple of these to get it dialed in anyway. But right now it's doing a great job. All right, we're approaching 180. We're at 174 now. Everything is just riding along real nicely as far as the first run up. Couldn't be happier. So we're going to switch it off at 180 and do its first auto map, which will give it a new baseline to start with, and we'll cool it down and do it again. All right, this is the second run up. We're at 152. And there's not much changes going on, which is a positive sign. Probably won't do another run up on this one. Probably get it out on the road and see if we can dial it in, if it needs dialing in, if there's any timing that needs to be adjusted or anything like that. So there you have it. So as usual, I really appreciate you watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, thanks for watching anyway, because I know you got this far in the video. I'm always here at the shop, usually. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me or call on the phone. If you're within 100 miles, come on by one day. You know, if you have something you want done, come on by and see the shop, talk to us. We're just regular dudes. So, I'm Steve Carr, and I'll talk to you later.